Hi guys, welcome back to Audit Army, the best place to be for police and auditor interactions on YouTube. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a future upload. Anyway, let's get into today's video.
Try it again.
What are you doing here?
None of your business. What are you doing here?
In this video, a pair of police officers are recorded asking a man his name and what business he has at this property. The individual recording this video repeatedly tells these officers that he does not wish to reveal his name and is uncomfortable with the situation. He asks the two police officers for their badge number and name, but they seem pretty reluctant to give it to him. To me, it's a bit disturbing how aggressive these two police officers are being while trying to get this individual's name. Watch to find out what happens next.
That's your policy. I just went down there and talked to your major. I just went and talked to your major. What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number? Your name and your badge number.
What is your name?
There's the one right there. His word supersedes that.
No.
The owner says I can be right here. So try it again.
Okay.
Try it again.
What are you doing here?
None of your business. What are you doing here?
You're not,
What? None of your business. What are you doing here?
Doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
No, you're not. Not harassing me.
Not harassing.
What's your name and your badge number?
I already told you. What is your
You
name?
didn't tell me.
What is your name?
What is your name and your badge number?
What is
You
your
can call
name?
me daddy.
Okay.
If you want my name, it's gonna cost you, and it's expensive. It might cost you your
What
job.
is expensive?
It might cost you your job.
Right? What is your name?
None of your business. Call me none of your business.
Okay, none of your business.
Thank
What is
you.
your real name?
Thank you.
What is your real
Is this a
name?
consensual conversation?
All right?
Is this a consensual conversation?
Yeah, we're having a
Am I
conversation
being
right now.
detained?
No, you're not.
Well, get out my face then.
All right?
Get out my face.
Why don't you walk away?
You work for me. I don't work for you.
Really?
Get out my
No, I don't
face.
think so, buddy.
You a public servant, aren't you?
I don't think so.
Aren't you a public servant? Aren't you a
Give me-
public
are you gonna
servant?
give me your name or not?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So you can get out my face. No, I'm not giving you my name. I haven't broken the law. Do you know the penal code, Florida Penal Code on presenting ID?
Okay.
Do you know it?
Do you know it?
Absolutely, I know it. That's why you're not getting it. You can get it, but it's gonna cost you.
What is it going to cost?
It's gonna might cost you your job. It's
Okay,
expensive.
really? Okay, yeah.
It's expensive. It might cost you your job.
Whatever you say, buddy.
So I don't. If I'm not being detained, I wish you get out my face and leave me alone. I don't talk to
Actually,
pigs.
then
I don't talk to pigs.
go ahead and leave then.
You go ahead and leave. I was already here.
Okay, then go ahead and leave.
I'm already here on the owner's property. So you can get out my face. Leave me alone. I'm not giving you nothing.
Okay, that's fine.
What's your name and your badge number?
What's up?
There's the owner right there.
No, shaking his head no.
So?
So you're not
So?
here.
Can I patronize your business? Can I patronize your business?
No, don't spend money. You're not patronizing.
Ask him, do you want me to leave? Ask him, do he want me to leave?
Answer my question.
Ask him, do he want me to leave?
Yes.
He didn't say yes.
Sir, do you want?
Deli, you want me to leave? Deli, you want me to leave? Thank you. So stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying, public servant. Stop lying, public servant. Stop lying, public servant. Stop lying, public servant. Okay, the camera don't lie. You demanded it. You told me I was going to give it to you. You told me I was going to give it to you. You told me the camera do. The camera know what I'm talking about. The camera know what I'm talking about. You're going to be a YouTube star. I make y'all famous. Tell you, hey, I already fucked your mama. Excuse me, y'all, but he said something about my mom, so I had to retaliate on that. This is the tyranny that we go through. This is what I'm standing up to. The tyranny in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's the sheriff's department there. So they will be getting another visit from me.
This was just an infuriating encounter. I don't care who you are. There's no situation that I know of that requires this level of aggression to find out somebody's name, especially when the individual hasn't committed a crime. Based on how the video started off, I'm surprised the situation didn't end in an altercation. Luckily enough for these two police officers, and more so the individual, they finally backed down and got back in their car and went about their business. Props to the guy holding the camera for standing up to these two officers.
Officer safety has that you don't control me, right? Yeah, you are. You're trying to tell me to take my hand out of my pocket.
This next clip starts off with an individual recording two police officers bidding them farewell. The officers are seen about to get back into their car, but instead stick around to continue conversing with the individual recording the video. The individual holding the camera asks the police officers for their badge number and names. One of the officers starts to give him the information, the other one starts giving him demands. This officer asks the individual recording the video to pull his hands out of his pocket for their own safety.
See you guys later.
Leave, sir. I'm not trying to detain you at all. Do you understand that?
What was that?
You're free to leave.
Okay. I'm free to stay too, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. See you guys later. Appreciate it. What's your name and badge number?
Well, my name is Ricardo Cortez. Badge number 12509.
What was that?
Could you please take your hand out of your pocket?
Oh, I'm not detained. I'm not taking my hand out of my pocket. No.
All right, I'm Sergeant Cortez. Badge number 12509.
And what's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Kindorf 13914.
And why would I have to take my hand out of my pocket?
Sir, it's just an officer safety issue.
Officer safety has the, you don't control me, right? Yeah, you are. You're trying to tell me to take my hand out of my pocket.
We're dead here.
Yeah, what's your name and badge number?
I gave it to you.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Yeah,
Sergeant Kindorf,
see you later.
13914.
See you later. Appreciate it.
You too.
Cool.
Would you mind just taking a few steps back, please, so I can get inside the car?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would mess up my...
I don't feel comfortable getting inside the car, so if you wouldn't mind just at least stepping on the sidewalk.
It would mess up my shot here with the camera, though.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yep.
And then I'll walk away. I'll walk towards the...
I'll hang out. I'll walk with you.
No, thanks. You can stay right there.
No, I'll walk with you.
It's okay.
I know. I'll roll with you. We can walk together.
Quiet.
See you later, babe. You're dismissed. And that was an easy dismissal here at the Fremont PD. They didn't like the fact that I have my hand in my hoodie pocket here, but there's nothing that they can do. I can put my hand in my hoodie pocket. If I was detained, then they would have control to tell me not to put my hand in my hoodie pocket. But since I was not detained, they have no control, and therefore I kept my hand in my pocket. I actually just subconsciously put it there. I wasn't trying to rile them up or anything of that nature.
It seems to be a reoccurring theme that if somebody's walking around recording a video or has their hand in their pockets, most likely they're going to be stopped by a police officer for one reason or another. In this case, I have the feeling that this is more of an ego trip than anything. Yes, the officer said it was for their own safety, but I have a hard time believing that they felt unsafe during this interaction. I mean, honestly, how many individuals do you see walking around on a daily basis with their hands in their pockets? Seems pretty normal to me.
Put up with you. You calling me, harassing me. One of those guys. I'll lock you up right now.
You left your cell phone number on the door of your business.
This is an interesting video clip. This video starts off with an individual recording himself calling what I believe to be a business owner on his cell phone and having a conversation with him over the phone. During this phone conversation, you can clearly hear the business owner frustrated with the individual recording the video. And to be honest, I don't necessarily blame him. Then again, I don't have full context of the situation. At one point, he even threatens the individual recording the video by saying he's gonna have him locked up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just wondering where you got that new name for me from. Didn't think that was very nice of you to yell across the parking lot, you know, so just figured I'd give you a holler and ask you what your story is. You want to give me an interview on camera, or you only talk when I'm not here? I don't care who you are. You're not going to do what?
Put up with your crap.
You're not going to put up with my crap? Put up with
You
you?
calling me, harassing me. One of those guys. I'll lock you up right now.
You left your cell phone number on the door of your business.
You're calling me, you're harassing me.
Huh?
I'll have you locked up right now, buddy.
Go ahead.
Outside the restaurant.
Knock yourself out. I'll be right down there.
I want to file a charge against you for harassment. You're a nuisance in the village of East Hampton.
Please keep your finger out of my face.
Please arrest him, officer.
Okay, we'll get a signed complaint.
Yep.
You understand what he's willing to sign a formal complaint stating that you harassed him.
Okay, well,
Waiting outside the restaurant, calling on the phone.
I was actually having a conversation with this nice young
Here's
lady.
his cell phone record. This guy called me. I can very easily prove it. He called me on my cell phone.
Is calling someone against the law?
When you threaten him and harass him,
I threatened you? I recorded the phone. I recorded the phone call, so be careful.
Okay, well, you harassed me. You called me up. What are you doing?
How did I harass you, if you don't mind me asking?
just by calling me.
With my wife.
I want
Okay,
him
down the
locked up.
sidewalk.
Listen, this guy is.
Can
I want him locked up, and that's it. Okay, arrest him.
All right, yeah.
Okay, he's been looking for trouble, and he's going to get it.
If it only worked that way, Mr. Wallace, you'd be,
Okay.
you know, you'd be king. But that's
I'm
not the
not
way the
looking to
world
be
works.
king, but
So
I'm not-
objective.
And
So
maybe there ain't fit.
let me know when I can finish.
Go ahead.
You done? For a moment? Yeah. Okay. So then what I did was I turned around and I walked back down towards Terry's gallery because I didn't see where he went. I was just going to ask him why I have a new name and why it's Dave, where that came from. He's got a sign on the door that says, I'm at John Pappas Cafe. Here's my cell phone number. So since he's not there and I did not want to come to John Pappas Cafe and create any kind of a disturbance, I called his cell phone number, which is publicly posted on his door.
He says it's harassment.
He says it's
going to be a
Waiting
civil. Listen
outside
to
the
me.
restaurant, calling me on the phone.
It's going to be
when
a
he's not
civilian complaint.
When he's not a complaint.
making a phone call is
His
harassment.
call,
Yeah.
It's his word against yours.
Okay,
It's a
no,
civilian
it's
arrest.
his word against the camera.
That's fine. But that, you know, if this is the way that it's going to go, and he wants you arrested for harassment,
I want
he
your
can-
what's your name and badge number?
Officer Kachanaz, shield number 72.
Okay, before you say another word, I want your supervisor here. End of story. Get a sergeant here. Okay? Get here. Okay. And that's where we are. Okay. So if you consider a phone call to Mr. Wallace harassment, that's up to you.
Listen,
I would just be very careful
Are you
because
done-
it's all.
Are you done now?
As you can see, this is clearly a very bizarre situation. To be honest, I'm not sure who's at fault here. If I was a business owner, there's no way that I would put my personal cell phone number on my door. In clear broad daylight where even the public has access to it. That's just insane. On the other hand, if I tried to go into a store and I saw someone's personal phone number sitting on the door, I wouldn't just whip out my phone and try to call him like we're old friends. That just seems a bit too bizarre for me.
That sounds public to me, babe.
Okay. Step away from the car.
No, negative. You're talking to me. I just came over to talk with you.
In this next clip, a guy recording a video of a man driving a truck is confronted by at least 4 police officers. As the video goes on, the individual recording this video is seemingly surrounded by police officers that honestly have no interest in actually being there or conversing with this man. At one point, one of the officers says he's just going to sit there until the guy's battery dies. As I've said in previous videos, what a waste of taxpayer dollars.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
You said you're aware it's a private lot, right?
What do you mean private?
You see the sign out front?
It's
Step away.
it's
Step back from the car.
It's privately owned?
Step
or-
back from the car.
I don't know who you are. I'm not
Step
listening to
back
you.
from the.
Is this privately owned?
Yes, it is.
Oh. By who?
By the city of Santa Rosa.
That sounds public to me, babe.
Okay. Step away from the car.
No, negative. You're talking to me. I just came over to talk with you. I might as well hang around and record this.
all day till your battery dies for all I care.
I'm on my way out of here, but if we're just gonna hang out, I'll hang out.
I don't even want to talk to him. I'm just going to stand here and babysit him so he don't fuck any of our cars.
Oh, I'm not gonna mess with cars.
Then why don't you just leave?
These are my cars. Why don't you stop your little kid attitude?
First of all, these are not your cars.
These are my cars.
They're not your cars.
These are my cars.
These are personal cars that belong to.
Well, I mean, these are my cars. Other cars in here are my cars, right? Is that correct?
No,
They're public vehicles, right?
they are, but they're not
Okay.
for use by the public.
No, I never said they were for use, and I didn't want to use them.
What is it that we can do for you to help you?
Nothing. I
Well,
was
you're
I was
anti-
leaving until 10 of you guys came, and now I'm gonna hang out.
Well, because these are our cars.
They're not. They're public cars.
Okay.
I mean, some of the cars are public cars. So, if you guys want, you can leave now, and you're dismissed, and then I'll leave.
We would agree that we all want to go back to work right now.
Go back to work. Go solve some crime.
Is there anything we can help you with here at the police department?
Yeah, you can go back to work.
Is there anything you need to report?
Come on, man. I'm waiting for you to give the order. Send him back to work.
He doesn't have any. He doesn't need anything. He just likes to stand around.
that we're clear that he has
nothing he
needs to report here.
He doesn't have anything.
Come on, send him back to work. You're almost there. You're almost there. Come on. You can do it, bro. He's almost there, guys. You can do it. I'm rooting for you, man. Come on. Let's do it. Say, go back to work. And now I'm almost positive I'll get followed around. And that's fine. Later, babe. You're dismissed. So, looks like they're just gonna wait for me to leave. I'm definitely not gonna sit here and stand here all day. That's for damn sure. I think the point was proven.
Well, there you go. Yet another instance of somebody trying to get a rise out of police officers and the police officers actually biting. I think the two takeaways here are, first, there's always going to be some guy with a camera trying to cause trouble. Second, where that guy goes, there's bound to be a whole squad of police officers that have nothing better to do with their time than to engage in a pointless Mexican standoff. As I stated previously, what a waste of time and money.
Relax, man. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it is a big deal because you're not allowed to be in this area. This is for authorized personnel only.
That's not.
If you'd like to go in the lot,
That's not true.
This next video starts off with a police officer telling an individual recording him with a video camera that he's not allowed to be there. He then asks him what business he has in that area, to which the individual recording the video says he doesn't have to tell him. I'm unsure of the context of the situation, but the police officer then replies and tells him that that area is for authorized personnel only. The individual recording the video replies and tells the police officer there are no signs that indicate that it's off limits.
How you doing?
You're not allowed to be in this area.
Can I get your name and badge number?
You can read it right there, but you're not allowed to be in this area. You have any business here?
I do have business here. Yeah.
What's your business?
I don't have to tell you that.
What's your business?
I don't have to tell you. Hey, whoa.
What's your business?
Just relax, man. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it is a big deal because you're not allowed to be in this area. This is for authorized personnel only.
That's not.
If you'd like to go in the lot.
That's not true. There's no sign saying authorized personnel only. So.
No, well, I'm telling you that. So you can go into the parking lot.
No, you can't just. This is a public parking lot. So what happens is Geyer. Is that how I say that? This is a public parking lot. Yeah, because it's funded by taxpayer.
It's not.
You're wrong.
It's not. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. Listen, buddy, we can go take a walk over here and you can go stand over there. We can have this conversation.
You could take a walk over there if you'd like. There is no signs deeming this a restricted area.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't just deem an area restricted.
Okay.
I'm a grown man and I know how to walk through a parking lot.
Well, your shoes are untied. You're grown, but your shoes are untied. That doesn't really go hand in hand with
okay.
It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I told you your shoes are untied. I'm trying to explain to you, and you're refusing to give us any information.
I walked in. He's walking around.
Hey, how are you, sir? Sergeant.
And going through. So I come over, try to talk to him, try to engage him.
Can you take me off of this unlawful detainment, Sergeant, before I'm being unlawfully detained? So.
You're not being detained. We're just
no. This guy told me I was being detained.
Listen, I told him he's staying here, trying to figure out what he's doing. He just want to get his name.
What's the point of an unlawful detainment? Now you're holding up my freedom of movement.
We're investigating what was going on, okay?
Yeah, but as a sergeant, you should know that your officer here didn't know what reasonable articulable suspicion was. So he said he's never heard of it. You guys don't use that here. Is that true?
No. What I said was I never heard the way you described it. First of all,
reasonable articulable suspicion. You said you didn't know what that was.
No. As far as how we conduct business, we don't conduct business.
Well, I'm gonna teach you something. In order to detain somebody, you need reasonable articulable suspicion. That's not speaking the way I do.
Like you just said, everybody's different,
right? So when you detain somebody, what's your burden of proof? What do you have? What do you do? You just go to random people and say you're detained.
Enough. You don't need to sit here and argue, okay? You guys are all set.
All right.
You guys can go.
Take care, guys. Stay safe out there.
Okay.
Sarge, listen. All I'm doing. I have no ill intent.
Look, you're not being violent. You're not even being argumentative. You're free. You're recording me. That's fine. You're also being recorded. I'm sure you already know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, just explaining to you.
Yeah.
At first, we want to try to find out. I'm not going to try and force you to give me your name. I'm not going to try and force you to give me identification
and I appreciate
or
that.
anything like that. Okay. But you have to understand what you're doing, while not technically illegal, is a little concerning to us.
As this video went on, it just became more and more laughable. I think I would agree with most police officers and go along in saying that most civilians don't really have much business in a police parking lot. However, I think that that's completely beside the point. In situations like this, as we just watched, the police officer does not seem to really be interested in the law, more just interested in holding his position and then starting to demean this guy for not being able to tie his shoe, which seems just like a giant waste of time. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, guys. Remember to subscribe and like the video. And for more insane police encounters, click on one of the videos on your screen right now or click on our channel page. Bye, guys.